Hi, everybody. George Bliss, 5th Annual SSA A Championship from Carroll Stream, Illinois. Sitting next to me is Powder Johnson. Powder, let's get the lineup for Solutions.
For Solutions, leading off is P. Coleman playing first base. Second, playing third base, number 11, Eric Cochran. Third, playing center, 26, Anthony Brewer. Fourth, Wesley Shannon. Fifth, LeVar Brownlow. Sixth, Andre Monaghan. Seventh, Alex Jackson. Eighth, E. Hall. Ninth, Danny Edwards. 10th, Tony Thrash. And 11th, Will Lawson.
And the first batter for Smackout.
The first batter for Smackout is number 3, Kurt Ostrom.
Kurt Ostrom with a hit down to the right field line for a strike. So we're going to give you the lineup here for Smackout in just a few seconds as you started the game here. On the camera is Mike Marola. Rich Wagner in the dugout with us. George Bliss, Powder Johnson. Here we go. This is the pitch. Line drive to center field for the hit. And Smackout leads off with the hit, Powder.
Yes, Smackout's leadoff man, Kurt Ostrom, hits the ball into left center with a cut. It's a good start to the game. They're undefeated, so now batting is number 5, Greg Miller.
Here's Miller. Man on first. Remember, Smackout is undefeated, led by Dave Tenza. Johnny Osisco at home plate, Evans, the umpire, and Solution with a quick timeout as the ball gets away. Smackout is undefeated. They've had a great tournament so far.
Yeah, Smackout has had a real good tournament so far. They've been undefeated. They've been pretty much beating everybody pretty good. Solutions battle through the losers bracket to see. Let's see what goes on here.
Okay, here's the pitch.
Greg Miller.
This is Miller, the short center. There's a strike. Carroll Stream, 35 miles west of downtown Chicago. Beautiful, beautiful facility, McCaslin Park. Right on Route 64 for all you people looking for out there. There's a cut to left field. It is foul by about 18 inches as Osisco, the umpire, calls it. You got Dave Tenza, the team manager at third base coaching, and he is got his dark jersey on tonight. 9th District Police Officer, very well known. His father was a famous policeman as well. We've got some great people, public servants here that work for this this whole SSA situation.
Yeah, we do, George. It's a good association. I mean, everybody who is a part of it really enjoys the game.
There's a shot by Miller. Another ball right to center field. And first and second, Powder now with no outs.
First and second, nobody out. Now up John Zawaski. John Zawaski's a very good hitter. Everybody calls him Zoe. You know, he's a smart hitter. He knows what he's doing. So let's see what happens here, George.
Okay, first two batters on, Ostrom and Miller. This is Jay-Z, first baseman, number 33. Got the green uniforms, as you can see. And right now they have their first two runners on. So far, so good for Tenza's Smack team. I know a lot of the boys are from the southwest side of the city, but you have a mixture of power hitters on this team. Smackout, a very high A-level team here this year at the SSA tournament. Osisco calls the ball. Game was very, very quickly in Chicago. We're using gloves here on this particular tournament in order to include Iowa teams, out-of-state teams, etc.
Yeah, we incorporate the glove to make the game grow a lot bigger.
Ground ball to short, over to second for one, and safe at first. So a force up, but close, and hits it to the middle of the infield. Maybe he wanted to get that ball up a little bit.
Yeah, either wanted to get the ball up or drive it to the right side to move both of the runners over. Now you got first and third with one out. Not a smart ball by Zawaski, but now up is
Tapling,
Adam Tapling.
Adam Tapling, yeah, he is their center fielder, which is a skill position. So first and third, one out. If Solution pulls a double play here, they're out of the inning. Here's the pitch. Inside as Osisco points to the left side of the plate. 18 inches wide here in Chicago. The plate, the ball must clear the tip of the plate. If it hits the plate in Chicago, it is a ball. Some other leagues don't do that, but here in Chicago, we play it the right way. There's a swing and a ball to right center, deep. The Solution back grabs it. Man tags from third and comes in. The long sacrifice fly, and the runner does move up to second. A nice ball there.
Yeah, that was a real nice ball. Moved both runners in. Just got the runner in from third, moved the runner over to second, put him in scoring position for Mark Erickson. Mark Erickson is a good player. I mean, I don't dig the batting gloves, but that's just my personal opinion. But let's see, George. I don't know what's going to happen here. He's tough. He's a tough, very, very tough out.
Well, they're all tough. I mean, Smackout has had a really, really good year. As we move the microphone a little bit closer to our great broadcaster here, Powder Johnson. Okay, so this is their third baseman, Erickson. 1 in, 1-0, top of first, game just beginning. Now, if Smackout does hold on to win this game, they win the 5th annual SSA National Championship. If they lose, they play Solution again, and Solution must beat them again. Solution has lost 1 game. It's a double elimination concept. There's a fly ball to left field, dropping quickly. Oh, foul again. Another long cut that almost fell in there.
Yeah, another cut that almost fell in there. It was a little early on it. Just going for his hit now with 2 outs. So, smart idea. Just waited. Was a little early. Needs to wait a little bit longer and drive the ball over the infield.
Beautiful crowd here. The temperature has dropped. I'm going to say 60 degrees. It was beautiful all weekend. We had a very minor rain delay this morning, which pushed some of the games up. But you remember, we started out here Friday night with 44 of the best teams in all of 16-inch softball, headed up by the SSA committee. So everybody is playing SSA ball now. It is the game to play. There's a ground ball over to third quickly. And throw, and he's out. So just 1 run that inning, 1-0. We go to the bottom of the first here. The score 1-0. Solution coming up to bat.
Yes, George. That was a pretty good inning for Solution defensively. Smackout could have hit the ball a little better, but be a little smarter with guys on base. We'll see what Solution does. They've had a long day, so it's here. You got to get even with gloves.
You got it. Mike Barola going to scan the field a little bit with the camera as he's over on first base. Mikey's over there right by the backstop. And Mike is scanning the infield for infield practice here on SSA broadcast. If you look out in the far left field corner, way up high is a very beautiful Bible church. We're near Wheaton, Illinois, on the Wheaton Carol Stream thing, and Mike might zoom in on that. But you'll see the area here is beautiful. We have 4 fields. We have AstroTurf, which you're seeing here live on SSA broadcast, and we have grass in the outfield. We've had a kind of a dry summer. We did have a little rain. Now here's the opening batter for Solution.
Yeah, George. We just lost to the Solution team. They put it on us pretty good. I mean, he sets the table for them. He's a very good player, very good hitter. Their first baseman. You don't see too many first basemen lead off in this game.
All right, the Solution batter. Coleman. And he's wearing number 18, and he is their first baseman. So P. Coleman. So good luck to the Solution team. Powder Johnson, George Bliss, Richie Wagner in the booth. SSA broadcasts. Here we go as Coleman steps in against the Smackout pitcher. Powder Johnson will set up the defense for you as they play. And remember, we have a short center here in Chicago softball. Some people call it the rover. In Chicago, we call it short center. 99% of the time, they do play basically right over the second base bag. So here's the pitch. There's a swing to center field, falling quickly, and grabbed out there by the center fielder.
Tried to drive it to center, and he kind of hit it too high, right to the center fielder. He doesn't make too many mistakes. He just swung at a bad pitch in my eyes, George.
You got it too fat, actually. You got it too much.
Yeah, got it too much. He went for a right idea to go up the middle, but he didn't hit the right ball.
Here's number 11, the third baseman,
Eric
Cochran. Go season. Solutions taking their time. They want to make sure that they're ready, and they're a very thorough team. They have won an ASA championship, and great coaches and great uniforms, great team. Solutions. They defeated Young Guns earlier to get to this game. Line drive up the middle, and that will be an infield hit. No, safe. So an infield hit there as he hustled it out.
Yeah, he hustled it out there, George. He drove the ball past the pitcher hole. The short center, Greg Miller, made a nice play, but he couldn't get him at first. I know you mentioned Solution won A. They won Nationals. They're A and major champions in ASA. They're a very, very good team.
They sure are. This is their number 4 hitter.
Number 3 hitter, Anthony Brewer.
Oh, this is Anthony Brewer, their center fielder. Check that, Anthony Brewer, center fielder. Brewer is 26. Righty. Looks like he's in great shape. Here's the pitch by Smackout. Far right corner for a ball. We play very quickly here in Chicago. That's why sometimes there's a shot down the right field line for a foul. There's no waiting here. You get in there and swing away.
Just get in there and swing away. It's a quick game. Anthony Brewer is a very good player. He actually played minor league baseball for the Florida Marlins.
Ah, okay. We have some guys that played Major League Baseball. We have Israel Sanchez. We have a couple guys that played way back, Ramen Triciano. So all kinds of great players, 16-inch game. Here's the pitch. Swinging a shot to right center. Let's see if he gets to third. No, he holds. He holds. He does the right thing there by not trying to advance.
Yes, he did the right thing, not trying to advance. With a nice ball up the middle. Now up Wesley Shannon. He's a left-handed batter. He should... Young player, but he's smart enough to do the right thing here by pulling the ball and either moving the runners over or driving the run in with a base hit.
Potter Johnson here on the analysis. Excellent analysis. Here we go. There's a strike. Johnny Osisko right in front of us. Shannon is the right fielder, number 16. He hits the ball to left center, and it is caught for out number 2. Runner goes to third. Runner moves up for first. So he did get 2 guys over.
Yeah, he moved the guys over. I mean, he hits the ball well everywhere. I mean, me personally, if I was left-handed, I'd pull the ball hard to right field.
Here's number 1, their shortstop.
Shortstop LeVar Brownlow.
Yeah, Brownlow. Got it. This is one of their key players here, Brownlow. Batting number 5. They do bat 11. We have a DH plus an extra short center, so remember that. We bat 11 in Chicago for most situations. Gets guys a chance to get in the game.
Yeah, it does. It gets extra help for the pitcher and the extra hitter. You know, usually you have an extra hitter. When you're extra hitter, he's got to be hit 600-700.
Right.
Or you really shouldn't put one in the lineup.
Ground ball to first, taken over there on the assisted play for the third out. So quickly the Smackout player guide over there, and we go to the top of the second. 1-0 Smackout. Mike Morello over there having a good time. Mike, how's everything going? Good, as Mike waves and puts his hand in front of the camera and he can wave. Attaboy, Mike. Mike Morello from the traffic team. They're great center fielder / outfielder. And one of the guys that helps on the SSA committee. Also a heck of a high school coach. He does it all. Mike Marola, one of our great stars in Chicago softball. We thank him for helping us with the camera tonight. Here we go. Number 8, batting now for Smackout.
Now up Dan Dispenza. He's a powerful left-handed hitter.
Here we go.
Real fast, too.
Dispenza for Smackout. Now, Smackout came together how exactly, Powder? They're not that old of a team.
I'm not really sure how they came together. I guess they all started playing at like Minuteman Park, and the park's by the Midway area. You know, they had a nice Dispenza with a nice ball in the left center. Stand-up double.
Well, he was there quickly. Now, you got to get that ball in quickly. Otherwise, he's going to do that. We have 60-foot bases here, Chicago, so he just did a 120-foot single, I call it. So this is their big hitter here.
Yes, Richie Battistoni. Richie Battistoni's a friend of mine. He just had a baby not too long ago. Very powerful, and he's also very fast for a guy of his size.
So here's the big guy, number 13, lucky 13, Richie B. Let's see what he does with the swing here. As Solution delivers the pitch. There's a swing and a line drive off the third baseman's webbing of the glove. Here comes Dispenza in to score. And boy, he was not slowing down.
No, George. As soon as the ball hit the glove, he was on his way to third, rounded third real fast, came to score very easily. He's a very fast kid.
2-0. Number 20. Kris Stuhlmiller. I love that name. Kris Stuhlmiller, shortstop for Smackout. One of the classic names in the game.
Yeah, it's an interesting name. I played with the Smackout team last year, and I mean we had a nice little run, but I decided to go alternative route and play with the shooters this year. Stuhlmiller with
Ground ball. Yeah, hit to right center. Here comes the big Bastoni. Is he going to go home? Here he comes. Bastoni chugging. Oh, he is a good runner. You're absolutely called it, Powder, as Bastoni comes all the way around.
Yeah, he scored from first on a ground ball that rolled into the gap in right center, which ended Stuhlmiller ended up with a triple.
Wow, now you got to get that ball in quickly. That's kind of a technical mistake on the outfield. He's got to rush it and get it in.
Yeah, he's got to get it in quick on that play. Even though he is a bigger guy, you still have to get the ball in. Solutions here took a timeout, a little conference on the mound.
Probably a good idea.
Probably a good idea. Slow the game down. You know, Smackout's rolling right now.
They don't want the big inning. They're trying to stop because in softball, the big innings seem to come in droves, don't they, Powder?
Yeah, the big innings come in droves. I mean, hitting's contagious, as they say. Once guy starts an inning, it's tough. I mean, everybody gets rolling. Now Jeremy Lafrano's up.
Now this kid played for Jinx for years. One of the faster outfielders in the last 10 years that I've seen. Gets about everything. Would you say probably one of the better skilled defensive outfielders in a while?
Absolutely, George. He's as he's gotten older, he's gotten more skillful in his game. You know, he's a very smart hitter, very fast outfielder, really gets to everything that's out there.
Man on third, Lafrano up, 3-0.
3-0 Smackout here. Lafrano he should do the right thing here. He's very smart.
Obviously go to the right side for our people watching.
Yes, absolutely. Hit the ball either on the ground to the right side or try and hit a fly ball. Go with your best ball. Actually, nobody out. I would just go for a hit, make the next guy work to pick the run up.
And there's a swing to center. There's best ball, as I say, right to center. And 4-0 Smackout by the shot by Lafrano.
Lafrano hit a nice cut ball over the middle. It's going to be tough. I mean, they're rolling right now.
They are. They look confident, don't they? This is 16. This is Mike Schmuda, their EH, extra hitter.
Yes, Mike Schmuda. He's a pinch hitter now. He's pinch hitting for the pitcher.
Got it.
In the last spot in the order.
So Schmuda's actually pinch hitting here. They made a little turnaround here. They can do that. We call that the reentry rule. Powder Johnson will explain that in the next half inning. There's a swing, ground ball to second. Out at first. He does move up to second though. Lafrano, they tried the tag, but he missed it. He avoided it.
Yes, he avoided the tag on the ground ball. Now you got a runner in scoring position with the leadoff man, Kurt Ostrom, up.
Right. So Schmuda was used as a pinch hitter, and he could stay in the game if they switch around, but they're not going to knock the pitcher out at this point.
No, not at all. The reentry rule is you can substitute a guy to hit for another guy and then put the guy he hit for back in the game.
Must stay in the lineup position, though.
Yes, must stay in position in the lineup.
4-0 out here at Carroll Stream. There's a shot to the right side, in to right field, and Lafrano's going to go. Here he comes. He took a double look and he dives in just to be safe. So Lafrano scores easily there from second base on a little hesitation coming around third, but a nice shot to right.
Yeah, Lafrano, as he was rounding third, he looked and see where the ball was being thrown to. The right fielder kind of took his time getting the ball in, so as he hesitated around third, he seen the throw and he came and scored fairly easily. Now it's 5-0. It's going to be tough with Greg Miller up.
Is it getting out of hand, or just you've seen too many games that just switch all of a sudden?
It's not really out of hand, but it's getting there.
There's a cut to left field, right at the fingertips of left field. He couldn't pick it up, so that's a little scratch single as well.
Yes, George. He cut the ball. I mean, his outfielder's putting a little too deep. Tried to make a slide and catch. Couldn't get the ball in. Now up is John Zawaski.
Johnny Z. Big, powerful John Zawaski. This guy's having a big year.
Very good year. He's a very good hitter. Very fast. You know, he's a complete player. Plays first, catches, can still play the outfield. For a bigger guy, he can move as well, too.
Smackout's got some stars. There's a swing and a long fly to center field. Deep and caught out there about 250 feet away and moves up to run it to third.
He did the right thing by driving the ball deep to move the runner from second to third. Now up is Adam Tapling. Tapling's another. He's real fast. He hits the ball real hard. He doesn't ever get cheated. Let's see what he does here.
5-0 here at Carroll Stream. Smackout is dominating so far, but again, 16-inch. Anything can happen. It's only the second inning. top of second, as a matter of fact. So Solutions only batted once.
Yes, Solutions has only batted once. It is the second inning. Fly ball to right. Looks like Wesley's underneath it, makes the play to end the inning. But it's 4 runs. 4 runs this inning, 5 runs total for Smackout. With gloves, it's tough to come back from 5 unless you're hitting the ball really, really well. Let's see how Solutions bounces back from that inning.
We're here at SSA, 5th Annual A Nationals. Mike Marola on the camera, Powder Johnson, George Bliss in the booth. As I mentioned, Rich Wagner, the super-duper scorekeeper here, who's done literally hundreds of games this weekend, and he's the best one. Again, we are in Carroll Stream, Illinois. You're watching the SSA National Championship of 16-inch softball. Live right here on SSA Broadcasts. By the way, for all you folks on the internet, SSAsoftball.com. That's SSASOFTBALL.com. And we have the YouTube channel, which is very simply SSA Broadcasts. So on your search engines on YouTube, go to SSA Broadcasts for all future video coverage of this great game. Last but not least, we have a Facebook page. Same thing, SSA Slow Pitch Softball. Here we go.
Now up for Solution, Andre Monaghan. He's tough. He's a very strong player. Very fast too. He's a tough out.
Ground ball right up the middle to the pitcher. Quickly for 1. So he took a good swing, but he hit it on the top.
Yeah, took a good swing, hit the top of the ball, tried to drive past the pitcher. Pitcher made a nice play on it. I don't think he was expecting it to come back that quick, but he got his glove down, and the gloves make a total difference, George.
Does it ever? I want to also explain to our viewers that most of the time the big games in Chicago, especially the neighborhood games, are played with no glove. Yes, some of you watching this for the first time are saying people play with no gloves. The tradition of softball in Chicago has been clearly no gloves, and the big tournament of the year is what we call the Forest Park No Glove Nationals. Ground ball, second baseman quickly over to the first baseman for out number 2.
Yeah, Alex Jackson, he was the MVP of the ASA Major Nationals last year. Up now is
number 6. Let's see who this is. Is this a pinch hitter?
No, he's in the game, George. They call him Curly.
Curly, okay.
Last name Hall.
Curly Hall. C. Hall. Got it. Curly with a shot to right center. It's in the gap, and quickly over there is the center fielder for a nice catch.
Yeah, he tried to drive the ball in the gap in right center. He for out number 3. Now it's going into the top of the 3rd with Smackout up 5-0. It's going to be tough for Solutions to come back from this deficit, I believe now, George.
5-0 here, SSA A Championship. So far, Patty Caputo in the booth with us. He's over there doing some scorekeeping and whatnot, and it's always good for Pat to say something. Pat, with 5-0 with no gloves, hard to come back?
Not when you have this kind of competition. You got a good Solution team out there that they're liable to put up 5 or 6 in an inning. So don't count them out yet.
Absolutely. Pat Caputo, manager of the Signature team. Signature is one of the major teams. They've won, I believe, the last 3 or 4 in a row of the SSA Major Division. We do have 2 divisions here in Chicago, A and Major. And really the differences are very minor. But for the people listening out of town and watching, the A teams are your great neighborhood teams. Your major teams are your sponsored teams with some more experienced players. But again, the differences are very, very small. So they keep it in 2 major divisions. Here we go. 3rd inning, top of 3. Swing, and a great catch over there by third base. Line drive, but caught by the third baseman of Solutions.
Yeah, Mark Erickson hit a nice ball to 3rd, but Eric Cochran made a nice diving stop to make the play in the air on a line drive. Now up is Dan Dispenza.
He hit a nice shot last time up.
Yeah, nice ball up the middle last time. Made it to second base very, very quickly. He's a tough out here, George.
This kid's a major player. There's a shot to right center. That's going to go. Oh, back to the center field that came back. Boy, he nailed that one.
Yeah, he hit the ball very hard. He tried to beat the outfielders in the gap, but they got Anthony Brewer and Wesley Shannon out there. Like I said, Anthony Brewer played minor league baseball for the Florida Marlins. So, I mean, he's a tough guy to get the ball. The Solution outfield is a tough outfield to beat in the gaps because they are so fast.
Here's your big boy, number 13. Big, powerful hitter.
Yeah, Richie Battistoni. He's hit a good ball last time. He's another guy who's a very tough out. You know, he can go all over the field, and like I said, he does move well for a guy of his size.
By the way, he was in the home run contest the other night. I think he took second place to a kid named Weaver. He was that close. He hit some shots out of here in the home run contest Thursday night at Carroll Stream. We had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, I wasn't out here for that, but I heard it was a fun night with the over 30 and under 30 All-Stars. Richie tried to cut the ball down the left field line, but was way out in front of it and hit it foul.
Yeah, again, real quickly, the cut. Explain to the people.
The cut is higher pitch, eye level. You got to hit the outside half of the ball. It makes it spin towards the third base line.
You're trying to slice it more or less.
Yes, you're trying to cut the ball in half.
Like you'd cut a tomato. Got it. Okay, they're going to go high here as they call for a high pitch. He swings, and that is a blast to left center field gap. That he crushed that ball.
Yeah, he crushed the ball to left center, and he scooted into second base.
He's fast for a big man.
He is very fast for a guy of his size. He's got to be pushing 300.
He's batting 600
or close to it. Yeah, he's hitting double his weight, which is a good idea because he's.
I love that. That's Powder Johnson said that now, hitting double his weight. Okay, here's our next big guy. Ground ball, hit the second, through the second baseman's glove, and here comes Big Battistoni, scores for 6-0. Nice shot there.
Yeah, nice ball past the diving second baseman. That was Kris Stuhlmiller.
That was Stuhlmiller, right.
Stuhlmiller was a road runner last year. Came over to Smackout with some of his friends, Mark Erickson, Greg Miller. You know, they really helped this team out this year.
Stuhlmiller with the key hit.
Coming up now is Jeremy Lofrano.
Lofrano batting.
Hit a nice ball last time through the middle.
Absolutely.
2 outs here. He's going to go for a hit. Let's see if he comes through with a big one here.
He yells no, so the guy doesn't go on the hit and run. They have a couple signals here between each other.
Yeah, they calls no again. High pitch, high deep pitch. He's a smart hitter. He's not going to come in and swing at a bad pitch.
He's talking to some of the fans behind the backstop between pitches. There's another hit up the middle for Lofrano.
That was a great ball up the middle. First and second now for the pitcher, CJ. Made a nice play on a ball up the middle that I really don't think he was expecting to make the play, but he did.
Yeah, Lofrano's having a very fine game. He's a very skillful player, knowledgeable player.
Yes, like I said, he's gotten more skillful with age, and now CJ's up. He's not that strong of a hitter, but he's pretty smart.
CJ Nye, N-Y-E, CJ Nye. There's a nice swing to left field. It is caught out there for the out, but Smackout again with some damage. 6-0 here, and we're going into the bottom of 3.
6-0, bottom 3. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for Solution to come back unless they get their head on straight. They're playing kind of flat, so we'll see what happens.
Sal Malazzo in the booth. Sal, we got the weather. It hung with us. Everything's good.
Oh yeah, definitely. Nice to see two of the better teams get to the championship game. I think both of them had a good shot at winning it. So it's been a good tournament. 44 teams, most ever.
Right.
It's fantastic.
How's Signature doing? You run the Signature major team. You've won the last 3 in a row SSA majors. How are you feeling this year?
Good. We'll find out in a couple weeks, but it should be a really strong field. Some good teams from Iowa coming in, and of course your usual suspects here in Chicago. And I think there's going to be a lot of the top finishing 8 teams that are going to be out there too. So it's going to be a real competitive field.
Well, good luck out there. That's Sal Malazzo from the SSA committee and the runner and owner of Signature Transportation. Don't forget, call Signature Transportation for all your limousine and bus needs in Chicago. They're based near O'Hara Field. Here we go. Solution, first batter, ground ball to the short center and gets crossed up there, gets blocked out a little bit. That, of course, was, who was that batter there, Powder?
There was Danny Edwards. He hit
Danny
a ball,
Edwards, yeah.
He hit a ball up the middle and kind of crossed up the fielders where he couldn't make a throw to get the guy out at first. Smackout doesn't make too many miscommunications like that. Now the pitcher, Tony Thrash, is up. Not a lot of power, line drive hitter. Very smart, though. He's an older gentleman.
Oh, yeah, he's had some great games in his career.
Yeah, he's a tough pitcher. He's got a couple nationals under his belt. Excuse me. Very smart. Not with that ground ball to shortstop.
Safe at first, so the force out at second, he hits it to the third baseman. You don't want to hit it near your skill players, though. You want to try to at least lift it out to the gaps, if you can.
Right, or hit the ball behind the runner to move him. Then you make a different play. Then you can only have one play at first base. Then you have a runner in scoring position.
And then maybe you have a little breakout inning there. So now there's another call over here at first base. 1 out. Okay, that's a force out.
Now, George.
Hold on, there's something here with an interference call. Let's get Johnny Osisco to come over here in a few seconds as he's talking to the Solution people, and I know that Mike, our cameraman, is kind of focusing in over here, the third base area. Johnny Osisco discussing the call with the umpire, Evans. Now, does he call the man out at first? Some kind of an elbow or something? We're going to get a explanation here in a second, Powder, as there's a slight delay in the game.
Just went straight like this in the bag and drag right over his right shoulder.
No, Potter's girlfriend, no.
All right, so John Osisco, what's the call there, John?
Base runner interference. Out at second and out at first.
Pinch runner interference. I'm sorry, runner interference.
Base runner interference.
Base runner interference. Thank you. That's John Osisco. The runner apparently either bumped into the first baseman or impeded his view or something, Powder.
There was a ground ball up to short center, flipped it to short center, and they say that the runner interfered with the short center's throw to first base, so therefore.
Oh, I see. The runner over at second. I gotcha. Yeah, in other words, kind of blocked or put a hand up or shoulder. Yeah, that's kind of a tough call, I tell you. You know, generally you want to turn the guy upside down if you can, possibly by sliding in. Yes.
Yeah, you want to try to avoid the contact, and I mean, might not have been a smart play by the Solution runner. Usually, if you slide, you get out of the way. I mean, he was moving down the line. He probably beats it if he doesn't interfere with the short center anyway. You know, not a smart.
I'm with you. Yeah.
Not a smart base running play. Now we got a break here, trying to get Solutions coach Sherman off the field.
Yeah, Sherman Martin, you know, a guy that's been around the SSA for years. He wanted the explanation what happened. He didn't see it that way. But, hey, you know, they call it in the major leagues the other day. So they call it. They call it more and more now in the majors. So you can't get in the way of that person at all. You cannot impede their arm, their throw, etc.
Right, George. There was a little argument on the field with their coach, Sherman Nelson, from Solutions. I believe he was ejected by the first base umpire, James Evans, for the argument.
Okay, so ejection here in the third inning. So here we go. Mickey Balestri in the booth. Next to us, Rich Wagner. And a player was ejected. Now this is going to be their next batter for Solution, number 5.
Lawson. W. Lawson.
Lawson, their left fielder, batting 11. So the game is continued here. Mike Marola over there on the camera getting the angles, and we'll be interested to see that back. Yeah,
over there.
Yeah, thumbs up. I think he meant maybe there was an interference. Osisco and Evans. Evans and Osisco came together there and decided to eject the coach from Solutions. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to first. First baseman going to take it himself for the third out. And that was a killer inning for the Solution team when they ran out of that interference play.
Yeah, they kind of ran themselves out of the inning there. You got to be a lot smarter than that, George. Then the next guy, you put pressure on the next guy to get a hit with nobody on to keep the inning going. He made a ground ball to first. Zawaski made a nice play and took the bag himself. Now they got to do Smackouts coming up in the top of the fourth with a 6-0 lead. It could have been 6-1, maybe 6-2. when you make a play like that, it kind of changes your outlook as a batter.
It sure does.
You know, you see a guy on second or a guy on first, then you're thinking you hit the ball a lot differently than you would with nobody on.
Mickey Balestri here, one of the great ones from Chicago. You know, you take yourself out of an inning there with the interference. I mean, it's not easy, but they did it.
Well, it disrupts the formula and what you got going here, and it knocks everything out of whack, and you don't know what you're going to do next. Like Powder just said, the inning changes. You got guys in second, maybe in first, and you got a hit behind you, and the next guy's coming up. There's nobody on base. It's a different format in the inning. And by the way, I tried to go check for the replay, but I just couldn't get it rewound over there. I wanted to make sure on that call.
And Mickey Balestri's team, Rewind, was also in this tournament as well, and they finished last year second place. This year they finished, I believe, 8th or 9th, something like that. So Rewind had an average weekend. They have some very, very good players. Okay, here we go. Smackout. Top of 4, 6-0 leadoff batter. Kurt Ostrom. And so far, no substitutions. They did have one guy bet for the pitcher early in the game for Smackout.
I was like half on the bench. I was like to say, down!
Game slow because coaches are still jabbering a little bit with the umpires. Obviously, they're not going to reverse that play.
Yeah, right. They're not going to reverse the play. It was I believe it was the right call from what I've seen.
Sorry, a shot to center field there by the leadoff. He nailed that one, but caught by the center fielder for the first out.
Yeah, he hit the ball hard up the middle, and Brewer was kind of cheating in. Curtis is a smaller guy, so he wasn't playing that deep anyway. Nice ball, but he made a nice play on it to get the out.
Here's Miller, Greg Miller, number 5, short center. Crowd having fun here. Weather came out beautiful. Rain held off. We got everybody here, the crew, top-notch crew. Just shot to left field. Caught out there by the left fielder, but Smackout's nailing the ball.
Smackout is hitting the ball right on the screws. Greg Miller was the player that was interfered with on that play last inning. He hit the ball very, very hard, but right at the left fielder. Now up is Zawoski. He's
Johnny Zolowski.
He's, like I said, he's another strong kid that moves well. He's a bigger kid, moves well for a guy of his size. Let's see what he does, George.
Ball 1 to Zolowski. 2 outs. Top of 4. 2 shots to the outfield quickly for 1-2 outs. There's a strike. SSA umpire John Osisco from Cicero, Illinois, calling the balls and strikes. There's a swing and a ground ball. It is through the middle for a hit. So Big Z keeps the inning going.
Yeah, Big Zo hit the ball right through the middle, all the way through the infield. Kept the inning going here for Adam Tapling. Tapling's another strong kid. Sometimes he tends to not to do the right thing here, but with 2 outs, anything is the right thing. You just got to try and get on base to keep the inning going here to get a couple more runs.
Here's Tapling. 2 outs, man on first. There's a strike right over the right corner. Beat it by an inch. Solution pitcher working quickly. Ground ball to second base. Minor league hop over there. Oh, he drops it at first. Oh, my goodness. Nothing's going their way today. With the glove, a simple catch, and they didn't get it. So safe at first.
The short center made a nice play on the ball. One hopper. He threw the ball a little low, but the Solutions first baseman usually catches everything. It just looked like it hit the butt end of his glove, bounced out. Now the inning keeps going for Mark Erickson, who got a hit last time, I believe, right, Wags? He's very tough out. You know, I've hung out with these Smackout guys before. They're all pretty nice guys. I mean, there's a couple guys, there's always guys that people don't like,
In softball, never.
Oh, yeah, there's a couple, George.
There's a ground ball to shortstop. Throws over to first. Another bounced in ball. First baseman can handle it. And safe at home as 2 runs score quickly. And in came quickly. Number 10 scored under that tag there. They're very aggressive right now. The game's getting out of hand. I believe it's 8-0.
It is 8-0 now. It was a ground ball to short. He made a bad throw. It came
Hopped it in. Yeah.
Came up on the first baseman. The guy that was on. Where was he at? Second? First?
Yeah.
He was scored. The guy scored from first on a bad
He was
throw.
going, yeah.
He was going. He was moving quickly. Now Dispenza's up, and he hits a shot.
And there's an escape. So Dispenza beats that one out to the base. He's hustling. Hey, Smackout is playing like they want to go home early here. They're hitting, they're running, they haven't lost any strength at all. They had this long weekend. They look fresh.
Yeah, they look fresh. They came through the winner's bracket. They've been sitting for a while. They had time to relax. If they wanted to take a nap, eat a sandwich, whatever they wanted to do, they came out. They came out ready to play. Battistoni's up again. He's hit the ball hard every time up, and he's probably going to do it again.
Excellent. Just excellent. There's a shot by Big B. Another run. Another guy coming in quickly. And he's safe. So 2 runs. They are hustling this game. It's out of hand at this point.
Yeah, this game is out of hand. It's now 10-0. Battistoni hit the ball real hard through the middle. And
he rocked it.
He did hit the ball very, very hard. Dispenza, another fast guy, scored from first base. Now Kris Stuhlmiller's up to shortstop. Usually he plays third. He played third for the Roadrunners. First base, he's a good all-around player. I mean,
everybody looks good on this team.
Everybody on Smackout looks like they're playing well on every position. Every batter's hitting the ball square like they need to be. They came ready to play this game.
They played real good at the No Glove Nationals back in July. Forest Park, they beat some good teams as well, so you could kind of see they were right there, being very strong at that point.
Yeah, they're right there. I mean, they picked up the pieces that they needed to make themselves better and get themselves over the edge. They're an upper A level team. Probably some people would say they're borderline major.
Well, okay, whatever. Yeah, whatever that means. There's a hit to right field. Here comes Battistoni. And he is fast for a big guy, number 13. So that's going to be 11-0.
11-0 in the top of the fourth. Lafrano's up. He hit another nice ball through the infield.
I think 2 hits so far.
2 hits, 3 hits, and maybe time that. And now Solution's making a pitching change.
I think that's a good move there. Let's see who they go with now. So here comes a change.
55.
Who's coming in, Rich?
Number 55.
Number 55 is now pitching. 5-5 is now pitching.
55 for 21. 55 for 21.
And who is 55, my friend?
55 is D Stubbs. They call him. His nickname is Mississippi. I don't know how he got that name.
Mississippi Stubbs.
Mississippi Stubbs.
I love it. D Stubbs, Mississippi pitching. Easy to remember that one. Mississippi Stubbs now pitching. Number 55 for number 21 on your brochures, everybody. Don't forget the website, SSAsoftball.com. And if you want to email us, it's info, I-N-F-O, at SSAsoftball.com. Okay? It's all right there. You'll see it on SSA broadcasts right here on YouTube. George Bliss, Powder Johnson, Rich Wagner, Big Mike Marola, traffic outfielder and super player on the camera. And I hate to see these kind of games, but I have seen games come back where they're way out of hand, and all of a sudden bang, bang, bang. But right now they look a little tired, Solutions.
Yeah, Solutions does look a little flat. I mean, I understand the pitching change being down 11-0. Sometimes it's not the pitcher's fault, but you got to give the batters a different
look, as they call it, right?
Yeah, different look, different release point. Just a totally different thing. So they move some players around and see if it works out for the better.
And Lafrano here, still calling out the hit and runs and where's he going to be? Coach from Solutions, instructing his players where to play. He wants them to get in the game if he possibly can. There's a hesitation by Mississippi, and he throws a nice pitch. So far, a couple first seconds here. Mississippi looks a little bit more steady. They're going to need a little calming down to get back in the game. There's a ground ball right to Mississippi, and he gets the out. So their pitcher does come in, and he does the job. But a big inning, 11-0 here at Carroll Stream. 5-run inning. And we go to the bottom of 4. We're only halfway here. 11-0 at the SSA A Championships. Rich Wagner in the booth with us doing the scorekeeping. Pat Caputo with us We have Marty Dozen in the crowd, his brother Matty Dozen, Marty Dozen. Everybody's here. And we're going to check some equipment here during the break.
Solutions is going to have a tough time coming back from being down 11. Okay. Yeah, we the leadoff man for Solutions is up. I was just handed a thing. Regular season for the Clyde Park League on Tuesday and Thursday. Smackout won the league first place. Solutions took second in the league. The playoffs are Tuesday, 7:45. Rewind versus Smackout. Brick versus the Rats. Winners play a championship game at 9 o'clock. Coleman comes up, drives a nice ball over the left side of the infield for a base hit. Now up is Eric Cochran, who's another tough player. He's very strong, hits the ball well. Whatever he needs to do, he gets done. You know, he's a very tough player.
Yeah, we're gonna. You know what? The technology today with the internet is we're shooting in high definition, so we're gonna include a brand new chip as well, so we can have full color for you. Oh, and he's thrown out from right field. So there was a shot to right field. He threw him out at right. Go over that again.
Yeah, he drove the ball to second baseman. He was playing deep, made a nice play in short right field to throw the guy out at first. Moves the runner over to second. Brewer's up, and he's, like I said, he's a very good athlete. He's a tough player, a very smart hitter, very good hitter.
Smackout's making the plays tonight, Powder. Making every play.
Smackout is making every play possible. You know, they, like I said, they came out, they wanted to win. Solution came out, they looked flat to start, and they're staying flat right now in the fourth inning.
Absolutely. Okay, Johnny Osisco, Evans, one player manager has been thrown out of the game, arguing over an interference play. 11-0 here, fourth inning, SSA broadcasts. And there's a walk, so there's the first walk of the night.
Yeah, first walk of the night. Now we got Wesley Shannon. He's another smart player. He's young, but he's a very smart player. He's in with a nice group of guys with the Solutions. You know, sometimes these young players get it in their head that, you know, we're down 11-0. You know, why should I care? You should always play hard to make sure everything happens correctly.
Absolutely. Gio Vernazos over here. Gio, great technical stuff tonight. The game. Everything's working great. A beautiful tournament as usual, as there's a fly out to right field and Solution player moves up. But we've had some great stuff here this weekend.
Yeah, we have, George. You know, this tournament just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and you know, the competition level and the way these younger teams really fight every game is pretty impressive, and it's good for the future of the game, I think. We got a lot of good young players that are coming up through the ranks.
And your team, Mudville, you had a decent weekend.
Yeah, we did. You know, we're a little older than some of these teams.
A little older, yeah.
A little older, and we had a fight, and we showed a lot of heart. We came back a few times. It looked like we were dead, and it was a nice run. I think the guys really enjoyed coming out here, and a little less stressful than a major national that some of these guys, when they were younger, had the privilege of playing in. So it was a nice weekend for our group.
Okay, George Vernazos. Recap that last play for us, Potter.
It was, I honestly didn't see it, George.
Okay, I saw it. Ground ball to the right side, and the out was made on the ground out. So, 11-0. We'll be right back after this short pause from Carroll Stream. Stay tuned right here. Okay, Mike, we're back on the air. Mike Marola here, changing the technology as we're freshly in the new inning here. There's a fly ball to center fielder by number 2 and caught.
Yeah, he tries to hit the ball hard, and he hits it up in the air. He caught a deep pitch, tried to flip it over the infield. Now we got a pinch hitter for Kurt Ostrom. Number 17 is Phil Nardi.
Phil Nardi. Okay, good luck to Phil Nardi. Leading 11-0. So far, everything's going well. Pat Caputo here is giving away some gifts here. And don't forget, folks, if you want to order the beautiful SSA hat, Pat's going to show that to Mike Marola. They're going to put it on camera in just a few seconds as he tosses it over the fence. Mikey, show this beautiful cap while we have a quick break here. Nardi playing. And you can see that beautiful cap that Mike Marola is going to shoot for you here in a few seconds. There's a shot by Nardi to right field. Fifth inning, 11-0. And Mike, show them the beautiful cap. Isn't that a gorgeous cap? Beautiful SSA cap. Folks, contact us at ssasoftball.com or email info@ssasoftball.com. Don't forget, you can also always contact us on Facebook, Slow Pitch Softball Association. We're there. Twitter, at SSA Softball. Okay? Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, etc., etc., etc. George Bliss, SSA Broadcast. Powder Johnson, Pat Caputo, Mike Rolla, shot to right center fielder by Nardi. Put a nice shot to it.
Yeah, he tried to drive the ball. Like I said, the Solutions outfield is very, very fast. Now up is Eric Wood. They call him Duck.
Here's the Ducker, number 28, Eric Wood, with 11-0 lead in the top of 5. Dave Tenza over there at third base. I know Mike's going to focus in on Dave Tenza here in a few seconds when I give him the cue. But this is the pinch hitter, and they're emptying their bench.
Yeah, they're up 11-0 in the fifth. You kind of want to get everybody in the game. It's a good thing that I've won an ASA Nationals before, and it's a good thing to get everybody that's on your bench in the game. It gives them a good feeling like they didn't sit out there for nothing. You know what I'm saying? They came out, yeah, we won, but big deal. I didn't play.
Yeah, ground ball to Mississippi. Mississippi calming them down. So far, Mississippi, good pitching change there, but still 11-0. And as Mike Marola zooms in on Dave Tenza behind home plate, I know Dave Tenza, the coach, is making a few changes with umpire Osisco. So they are probably doing some reentry, et cetera, et cetera.
5 and 3 are back in.
So 5 and 3 are back in per the officials here on SSA Softball. And there you see Dave Tenza in the focus point. Cameraman Marola has Dave Tenza right in the lens talking to his big guy, Battistoni. So as you can see, these beautiful green uniforms, Mike, you zoom in on the beautiful Smackout green color. It's pretty cool. Yeah, there's big number 13. And, the zoom control and Mike operating the camera here. Nothing like YouTube, folks. It's changed the world for television. So this is SSA Broadcasts on YouTube, which you'll see in eternity. Now, we go to the bottom of 5. Cross your fingers. Solution needs 3, 4, break out 5. Try to make it a game.
Yeah, they need a couple, at least two or three runs here to make it a game. Number 3, Andre Monaghan is up. He's a very strong kid, very smart player. He's fast. Just got to come through with a big hit here and get the Solution guys rolling. 1 strike, 1 ball on him. He's usually a middle line drive hitter. Tries to go deep, and it just hangs up. Tapling makes a play in center for the out. 1 out in the bottom of the 5th here. And it's going to be Alex Jackson, who was the MVP of ASA Major Nationals last year. So he's another tough out, very smart hitter. Not really too much power, but he's a very good player.
Alex Jackson, number 22, lefty. Battistone's bringing in the outfield. As Powder has mentioned, he's a great player, but not real powerful, so they do bring in the outfield a little bit. John Osisco, the game's moving quickly, calling the balls as strikes. There's a shot off the right fielder, the first baseman's glove, and covered at first, and he's out. Lewis calls him out as the first baseman gets over there quickly to throw it, and the pitcher covers.
Yeah, line drive to first. He knocked it down, deflected it to the second baseman, who made a nice play to the pitcher who was covering first on a very, very nice play. Pitching from the other side of the field, he got over there quickly to make the out. Now up is Curly
Hall. Monty Hall. Let's make a deal. Curly Hall. Number 6. Wearing the white jersey tonight for Solutions. Nice jerseys. They got the nice burgundy trim, etc. And You know, even the Smackout, they got the hip, cool, greenish uniforms. There's a fly ball by Hall into short left. Caught there for the quick inning as we go into, I believe, the top of the sixth.
Top of six.
It'll be 11-0 here at Carroll Stream as Mike Marola gets the scoreboard through the fencing there. We hope to get some interviews right afterwards. I'm going to stay right here. Mike will kind of zoom in on the field. We'll get some good stuff. I'll pick up the PA microphone, and we'll have a good time. There will be an MVP winner. Who knows? There'll be some other batting average things, first and second team. Some gifts given out. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it should be a fun post game to stick around and watch. You know, I'm interested to see who's first team, second team All-American, who the MVP is for Smackout, because they've been playing well all weekend. It seems like everybody's been playing well. I wouldn't just give it to one guy. You know, you can't just give it to one guy.
You can't.
No, it's kind of, would imagine that you kind of give it to a team thing for that, because, you know, like I said, it's more than one guy on a team.
Or at least a co-MVP. And you know what I mean? Two guys. They did it with Steve Yeager years ago, the Dodgers. It doesn't happen often, but they were exactly the same, you know, the same amount of hits and everything. Here's the big guy. That's number 33 batting. Zawoski hit a soft liner to shortstop for the first out. He tried the hard cut, didn't get it.
Yeah, he just kind of guided it over the infield, but LeVar was playing deep at shortstop. Now up is Tapling. Tapling squared the ball up pretty good last time and drove it in the middle. Scored from first, and a couple batters later on a base hit. You know, he's a fast kid. Ground ball to short. Picks it up. Out at first. 2 outs. Top of the sixth. Who's coming up now for Smackout? I want to say it is...
Might be a pinch hitter. Hey, by the way, Mississippi has calmed them down here the last 4 hours.
Yeah, now up.
39 for 27 on the swing. 39 for 27, Smackout.
Pinch hitter is going to be
number
Pirate.
39. Pirate. Jeff Pirate. And that's really not his name, but we're going to go with it because we like this guy. That is the Pirate. There it is, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff Pirate. 39. Ground ball. And there it is for the hit as Pirate gets the hit. Jeff Pirate gets the hit. And he comes up with a beautiful swing there.
Yeah, he pinch hit for Mark Erickson. He got a nice pitch to drive through the right side. The Pirate came through with a clutch hit.
Hey, it's all about softball. It's all about fun.
Yeah, it's all about having fun. You know, like you want to clear your bench, get everybody in when you're blowing a team out. It's hard to do when it's a close game because you want to keep your best 10 or 11 players in the game. Dispenza's up. He runs like lightning, George. He's just line drive rope in the right field. Here goes Pirate going to third. Pirate tried to dive in head first. And got tagged out at third, but it was a good effort for Pirate. Dispenza hit a nice ball to right field, and Pirate was moving.
Hey, it was a good shot. Good try.
Yeah, good try with 2 outs, up 11-0. You got to try and make something happen for yourself. It's 3 outs going into the bottom of the sixth, 11-0. Smackout. Solution is out of gas. I think that the ship has sailed, George.
It would be a miracle comeback, to say the least. Okay, so we're going to go to bottom of sixth. Smackout with a huge mountain to move. Down 11. They're going to come up with number 7 as their leadoff batter in this inning.
Danny Edwards.
Danny Edwards. So Edwards, their short center, will bat. He's 9th in the batting order. Chris Johnson, George Bliss, Rich Wagner, Mike Marola. Get that name straight, folks, Mike Marola. Great SSA volunteer and one of the guys on the board, so he's incredible. He's doing camera tonight. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball to first. Backhands it clearly, and out number 1. So 7 grounds out to 33 on Smackout. Here's Mississippi, number 55, who, believe it or not, has calmed them down.
Yeah, he's calmed the Smackout team down a little bit, hitting the ball. I mean, they're making plays, and it's first time up in a game. I've never really seen him bat, so I don't know actually what he does.
We're going to find out here really quickly. Big boy, Mississippi, 55 with the dreads for a swing to right center. Oh, and a great catch out there by the center fielder. Nice swing there.
Yeah, it was a good swing. Nice try for a hit, make something happen. But their outfield is tough. Tapling made a nice sliding catch to make the play. 2 outs in the 6th now, and up is Lawson.
Here's Lawson, number 5, with 2 outs. Rich Wagner keeping the scoreboard, 11-0. And the handwritten score keep. And Lawson just trying to get on here in the 6th inning. Temperature at game time about 62 degrees, beautiful in Carroll Stream. Not a cloud in the sky. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, we're at McCaslin Park. There's a swing to center field, straight up high, and Tapling no problem as we go into the next half inning. We go to the top of 7. Smackout in control.
Smackout is in control. They need Solutions need a little, would rather say a miracle to come back in this one. 3 outs to get 11 runs with gloves. I don't see it happening, George.
Okay. So after this inning, after this game is completed, we are going to stop camera on this sequence and then start it up again with the post-game interviews and post-game awards. So call down to our truck, our technical truck, Mike Marola. Right after the game, we will go to the next tape and go to the post-game. So we want to thank everybody for watching. We're going to have one more possible inning here. This is top of 7, and Smackout leading 11-0. McCaslin Park, straight west of downtown Chicago on Illinois Route 64. Here's the first pitch, ground ball to the first baseman, and he safe at first. Can't get over, bobbled it with the glove, and the big guy gets down there quickly. That's the big Battazzoni, right? Battazzoni.
Yes, Battistoni.
Battistoni, I love that guy. Sorry, Bat. Battistoni gets on there fast.
Yeah, he moves well. He's probably one of the fastest guys of his size in the game. He did, and he's a good player. He plays first up. Stuhlmiller from Roadrunners. Yeah, they're a great team. Stuhlmiller. So he played for Johnny Lima a couple of years back. This is Stuhlmiller. Well, I'll tell you, Smackout's picked up a lot of the great players when other teams have either folded or changed over. So Smackout is taking advantage of some great free agents, you might call. There's a shot to right center. That's a shot in the gap, and Bastione goes to third, and a nice single there by the big boy. Yeah, nice single to right center for Stuhlmiller. It's this game's getting out of hand, George. I know it's the 7th, but Lafrano's up right now, another smart hitter.
Now, if they get the 12th run, does the game stop right there, or do they get the bottom?
No, the home team gets to finish the inning.
Gotcha.
It's you got to give them their chance to get the runs back. But being the bottom of the 7th, it is. It
doesn't matter at this point. Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter at this point.
Lafrano with a shot, and he's got another hit. Lafrano with a big game tonight in the championship. I think he's been on every time.
Yeah, big game for a little guy, George. He's been on almost every time. He's a smart player. He runs well. He's another great pickup for the Smackout team. Now the pitcher, CJ's up.
CJ Nye. Lafrano on first. Stuhlmiller on second. Nye batting. Wearing the S hat for Smackout, dark hat. Greenish neon shirt. Oh, there's a shot by Nye. Oh, he nailed that to left field, but nobody moves up. He hit that on the noggin.
Yeah, he hit it square. He tried to go hard in the left center, but left fielder was right there to make the play. Didn't move the runners over, first and second.
Here's Ostrom, right?
Yeah, Ostrom.
He's their leadoff guy.
1 out.
1 out.
1 out in the 7th. The leadoff man is up. Another good player. He's infielder, outfielder, plays all over the place. I think he's an IT guy too, George.
Love it. Idiot technology. No. Information technologist. I got it. IT. There's a strike. Osisco, again, reminding you that Evans out on the bases. Osisco behind home plate. Ball's called illegal, too high. The arc here, rule in Chicago is 6 foot minimum, 12 foot max. Again, 6 min, 12 foot max. Swing and a ball down the left field line. Foul. 12th inning here, SSA broadcasts from McCaslin Park. West of us is DeKalb, Illinois, which is north central Illinois. And straight south of us, for people looking out of town, straight south of us would be Joliet, Illinois, and then further down the way, about 2.5 hours down in mid-central Illinois, Champaign, Illinois. Just to give you an idea where we are. 16-inch softball primarily played in Chicago and the suburbs. 12 inches played everywhere else, but this is the game. And don't forget the 16-inch softball Hall of Fame is located in Forest Park, Illinois. Come on out and see us sometime at 7500 West on Harrison. That's 7500 West Harrison, Forest Park, Illinois. 16-inch softball Hall of Fame. Don't forget that. Come on out and visit us sometime. I'm very close to O'Hare Airport, so it's a great museum. It's a classic. So 2 outs here, 12-0.
Yeah, 12-0. This game is pretty much over, George. And I mean, like George said, I mean, if you get a chance to step by the Softball Hall of Fame, you'll see that it's a great place. You know, take young guys there to learn about the game. You know, you can see videos and the old-time uniforms and see who's in the Hall of Fame. A lot of great players. It's just everything is getting with 16-inch softball is getting better and better every year. Ground ball, third baseman couldn't handle it off the butt of his glove. Now we got bases loaded, 2 outs, with Big Zoe up.
A home run here, and it goes to craziness. 16-0. I mean, I've never seen a team come back 16-0. I've seen some 10-0 comebacks, though, in my day.
Yeah, I've seen some 8, 9, 10-run comebacks. Now it's 12, 7th inning. Zoe's up, he gets a hit. There's 2 more runs. It's 14-0. You know, if he doesn't, he may just give himself up to get going to the bottom of the 7th to get their national championship celebration underway. Hit the ball foul out of play. Now they're changing balls. Maybe that'll bring Solutions some luck, George.
Could be. You never know.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, it's. I think Zoe's going to try for a hit here. He's not a type of guy that would lay himself down to get an out here. I mean, I think now the Smackout guys are just playing to see who's going to be the MVP and who's going to make the All-American teams by building stats.
There's a hit. Another run comes in, 13, and Lofrano just kind of takes it over to third and doesn't put it in their face. He's a great player. He could have maybe scored there, but why do that to make teams angry? It's just courtesy.
Yeah, courtesy, you know, respect for the other team. The other team knows that they're down by a lot. You know, it's station-to-station stuff here, which it's good to see somebody do that when they're up 12 or 13-0, you know, stop at the base. You really don't want to rub it in because you see these guys all the time. Tapping, it's a grounder to second for the 3rd out. Bottom of the 7th, George.
13-0.
13-0, smack out. See what Solution has for an answer in the bottom of the 7th. It's not looking good for the home team, George.
So we go to the bottom of the 7th here at SSA Broadcasts. Sitting behind home plate, Kris Powder Johnson. Yours truly on the microphone from the softball hotline, George Bliss. And you can contact us by going info@ssasoftball.com. Mike Marola over there. Hi, Mike. Thank you for cameraman zooming in through the screen. And we're just having a great time over here. And Mikey's going to get the post-game festivities on the next sequence here. As soon as this inning is done, they're going to bring up, some lucky hitters, hopefully. And this is it now, 18. One of their better players, top of the order. That's the way to go at the first baseman, Coleman, P. Coleman. There's Doc Warren walking over here. Mike's going to catch Doc Warren, one of the great ones here with the Solution team, walking down the first base line. There's Doc. Okay, here we go. Last half inning, most likely here at McCaslin Park. A championship on the line. If Smackout holds on here, they have gone undefeated and have won the 5th annual SSA National Championships A level. There's a strike. Nye on the mound. Quick pitches, swing, line drive to the shortstop for out number 1.
Yeah, out number 1. It's I don't think that Solution team is going to really make any noise here. I think they know that the wind is out of their sails. Eric Cochran's up. He's another real good player. We've hung out a few times outside the tournaments and talked about softball. He's helped me out a lot. He's an older gentleman, but he still plays well, and he always chews on a toothpick. He would never give me the story for that, though.
Oh, there's sounds something good there. Sounds like good luck or something.
Yeah, it could be good luck. Smokes the ball to short. 2 outs, bottom 7. Solutions down to their last bullet. Anthony Brewer's up. Battistoni's out there clapping his hands. I mean, he knows that the game is
well in hand. All right. George Bliss is going to call it for you. This is Brewer, their center fielder, number 26. As Nye delivers, Johnny Osisco calls a strike. Quick pitch, number 2. There's a shot to right field and into the foul territory for 2 strikes. 0-2. They'll come in a little high here. We'll bring you, right after this game, the post-tournament awards. Ground ball up the middle to the short center, and he doesn't handle it for the infield single. So, a little bit of life.
A little bit of life for the Solution team. That's ground ball up the middle, hit the pitcher's glove and the short center's glove. I don't know what they're. Maybe they weren't just focused on the play to end the game. Now with Wesley Shannon gets a chance with 2 outs to keep the inning going.
And let's see if he can break the 0, and let's see if he can do it. If Shannon gets one in the gap, a triple or something, that guy's going to score. At least they'll get that run. There's a fly ball straight up in the air. Takes it for the 3rd out, and Smackout wins it. And the shutout is intact, 13-0, as Smackout wins the 5th annual SSA A Championships out here at beautiful McCaslin Park. And as Mike Marola catches the post-game handshakes, in just a few seconds we're going to break the camera and we're going to switch it over for the post-game. So George Bliss, Powder Johnson, we want to thank everybody for watching this great tournament out here at McCaslin Park, as everybody congratulate each other here right at the pitcher's mound. Thanks for watching this game. We're going to have the post-game festivities for you right after this. This is George Bliss on the SSA broadcast. We'll be back in just a few seconds.